In the dark era of World War II, a shadowy figure emerged that would forever alter the course of the world. Robert Oppenheimer, a man with a personality as complex as it was eerie, led a double life as a scientist and architect of the nuclear apocalypse. In this captivating YouTube video, we will peer behind the curtains of this enigmatic man, uncovering chilling and little-known facts that have been overlooked even by the pages of history. This video will be divided into 4 topics of Robert Oppenheimer. First, Oppenheimer's doppelganger. Did you know that there are reports of a mysterious doppelganger of Robert Oppenheimer? During the Manhattan Project era, there were alleged sightings of a man who bore an uncanny resemblance to the scientist down to the minutest details. Some even claim that this doppelganger played a clandestine role in the project's activities. Was it a conspiracy or a peculiar twist of fate? Second, Oppenheimer's dark obsession. Beyond his scientific work, Oppenheimer pursued an obscure passion for poetry and mythology. He was particularly drawn to the figure of Shiva, the Hindu deity of destruction and renewal. This fascination led to speculations about his motivations in creating the atomic bomb and the fateful test in New Mexico that transformed desert sands into an inferno. Third, the curse of Los Alamos. The secret research center of Los Alamos, where Oppenheimer and his team developed the atomic bomb, is shrouded in eerie tales. Locals recount sightings of mysterious lights in the sky, inexplicable sounds, and peculiar phenomena. It is said that an ominous aura hung over the site during the bomb's development phase. Was it the result of intensive efforts or a dark manifestation of the forces unleashed by Oppenheimer? Fourth, the disturbing legacy. After the war, Oppenheimer faced persecution in the United States due to his alleged sympathies for communism. The man who harnessed the immense power of atomic energy suddenly found himself confronted by a different monster, the cold grip of political witch hunts. His case revealed the dark side of paranoia and intolerance in post-war America. In this YouTube video, we will peel back the veils of mystery to catch a glimpse of the man who altered the course of history. Robert Oppenheimer was not just the architect of destruction, but also a captivating enigma that continues to raise unresolved questions. Prepare to delve into the depths of history and unveil the darkest secrets of one of the 20th century's most influential figures. The doppelganger of Robert Oppenheimer, mysterious sightings and secret intrigues. Amidst the tumult of World War II and the intense work on the Manhattan Project, which led to the development of the first atomic bomb, emerged an equally mysterious and eerie tale, the sightings of a mysterious doppelganger of Robert Oppenheimer. This captivating phenomenon casts a shadow of uncertainty over an already somber atmosphere of that time. Reports of Oppenheimer's doppelganger first surfaced during his time at Los Alamos, the secret research center where he and his team worked fervently on the development of the atomic bomb. People who knew Oppenheimer or even collaborated closely with him claimed to have seen him in places where he couldn't possibly have been. Some witnesses recounted encounters with this enigmatic doppelganger in the remotest corners of Los Alamos, far away from the official work areas. A technician asserted that he had seen the doppelganger late in the evening in an abandoned wing of the research center, even though Oppenheimer was purportedly occupied elsewhere at that time. Another employee asserted sighting the doppelganger during an excursion in the nearby desert. Rumors about the doppelganger gave rise to wild speculations. Some believed that Oppenheimer employed a secret double agent who leaked information about the Manhattan Project to hostile powers. Others were convinced that it was a case of telepathic projection or even paranormal phenomena. These mysterious sightings occurred during a time when paranoia and secrecy were pervasive. The work on the Manhattan Project was shrouded in the strictest confidentiality, and the researchers constantly felt under surveillance. In this atmosphere of fear and uncertainty, the reports about the doppelganger only heightened the sense that something strange and inexplicable was afoot. Whether Oppenheimer's doppelganger was truly real or merely a hallucination, a product of the stress and pressure of that era, remains unclear to this day. The traces of these mysterious sightings have faded over the years, but they still raise questions about the profound depths of the human psyche and the complex secrets concealed behind closed doors during the era of World War II. In the world of Robert Oppenheimer, a man known both as a brilliant scientist and as an architect of terror, the shadow of his doppelganger remains another dark facet of a life characterized by secrets and intrigue. Oppenheimer's dark obsession, the fascination with Shiva and the secrets. Behind the New Mexico atom test, behind the brilliant scientist and architect of the atomic age, Robert Oppenheimer, lay an unusual and disquieting fascination with poetry, mythology, and particularly with the Hindu deity Shiva, the goddess of destruction and renewal. This obscure passion took a disconcerting turn when the first successful atomic bomb test took place in New Mexico. Oppenheimer's connection to Shiva dates back to his early years of study. The versatile scholar was not only interested in physics, but also had an affinity for Indian philosophy and culture. In the writings and stories of Shiva, Oppenheimer found a peculiar and captivating mirror for the destructive power that he and his team would unleash. The zenith of this obsession manifested in July 1945, when the Manhattan Project conducted the first successful atomic test. Known as the Trinity Test, this experiment marked a turning point in human history as it demonstrated the immense destructive force of the atomic bomb. Yet the symbolic significance of the test was just as crucial to Oppenheimer as its scientific accomplishment. It is reported that after the test, Oppenheimer quoted a passage from the Hindu scriptures, the Bhagavad Gita, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." This quote originates from a scene in which the warrior Arjuna is in moral conflict, and Lord Krishna reveals to him that he has come in his incarnation as Shiva to restore order. Oppenheimer's quote, coupled with his prior fascination with Shiva, raises questions about the psychological and emotional burden he experienced during that time. Did he grapple with a kind of moral conflict, or did he feel compelled to channel the destructive power to establish a new order? The dark mysteries and obscure connections between Oppenheimer's fascination with Shiva and the Trinity test remain subjects of speculation to this day. Was it a sinister twist of fate that a man obsessed with the destructive force of the atomic bomb successfully unleashed this dreadful power? Oppenheimer's relationship with Shiva remains a mysterious and disconcerting chapter in the history of the atomic age. It demonstrates how the boundaries between science, mythology, and humanity can blur in the darkest moments of history, and how an obsession can unpredictably shape the course of events. The Curse of Los Alamos, mysterious events and eerie incidents. Surrounding the Manhattan Project, during World War II, Los Alamos, a remote research center in New Mexico, stood at the epicenter of one of the most significant scientific endeavors in human history, the Manhattan Project. Here, under the guidance of Robert Oppenheimer, some of the brightest minds in the world worked to develop the atomic bomb. Yet, behind the heavily guarded gates of Los Alamos, an eerie and mysterious atmosphere seemed to envelop the place, akin to a curse. Unexplained lights. During the intensive research efforts, inexplicable lights were repeatedly spotted in the clear night skies above Los Alamos. Project personnel claimed to have witnessed strange glowing objects moving across the sky, often abruptly changing direction. These lights could not simply be dismissed as natural phenomena or conventional aircraft, leading to confusion and unease. Mysterious sounds. Equally enigmatic were the unexplained sounds that echoed through the nights over Los Alamos. Workers described eerie knocking sounds, metallic echoes, and an unidentified rustling emanating from the darkness. These noises contributed to the unsettling atmosphere, prompting speculation among personnel about potential causes, ranging from secret experiments to paranormal activities. Invisible presence. Several Los Alamos staff members reported feeling watched or followed, even when no one was in sight. Some spoke of inexplicable shadows moving and an uncanny sense that someone or something was nearby. This peculiar presence further intensified the already tense mood among scientists and technicians. Unusual weather phenomena. During the Manhattan Project era, unusual weather phenomena were also reported around Los Alamos. There were accounts of sudden weather shifts, unexplained storms, and peculiar cloud formations. Some believed these phenomena were linked to the project's experimental activities, while others attributed them to part of the mysterious curse. The Curse of Los Alamos was never fully elucidated, and the exact causes of these eerie events remain contentious to this day. Was it a combination of stress, secrecy, and intense research that led to these mysterious observations? Or was there indeed an inexplicable supernatural force haunting the site? The dark and eerie atmosphere of Los Alamos during the Manhattan Project raises questions about the hidden shadows of scientific breakthroughs and the psychological impact on individuals involved in such groundbreaking projects. The curse of Los Alamos persists as a captivating chapter in the history of World War II and the atomic bomb, leaving puzzles unresolved to this day. The disturbing legacy, Robert Oppenheimer and the dark side of the post-war era. The time following World War II was marked by relief over the end of the conflict, yet shrouded in the shadows of Cold War fears and paranoia. Amidst this backdrop stood a tragic figure once hailed as the architect of the most destructive weapon in human history, Robert Oppenheimer. However, now he himself was subjected to a different kind of destruction, a political witch hunt that would ominously reshape his legacy. Oppenheimer's post-war ordeal serves as a grim reminder of the impact of political extremism and the McCarthy era in the United States. His alleged sympathies for communism and connections to leftist intellectuals brought him under the scrutiny of the U.S. government. Despite his pivotal role in the Manhattan Project and significant contributions to science, his political views deemed him a security risk. The Oppenheimer case culminated in a series of hearings and investigations that led to his removal from sensitive positions and ultimately the revocation of his security clearance. The government accused him of disloyalty and of passing information to hostile powers. His reputation was tarnished, and he was compelled to distance himself from his life's work. The repercussions of this event on Oppenheimer's life were devastating. A man once celebrated as the father of the atomic bomb was now branded and stigmatized. His career was shattered, and his reputation as a scientist irreparably damaged. The political witch hunt not only shattered his professional future, but also tested his inner equilibrium and moral integrity to the core. The Oppenheimer case casts a disquieting light on the fragility of human achievements and the cruelties of political persecution. It stands as a testament to how even the brightest minds of society can fall victim to the forces of intolerance and capriciousness. Oppenheimer ultimately became a symbol of the flip side of the atomic age, an era of scientific achievements and technological advancements that was simultaneously accompanied by the darker side of fear and repression. The story of Robert Oppenheimer serves as a poignant reminder that even the most powerful minds of humanity are not immune to the ominous forces of political persecution. His legacy serves as a cautionary tale, prompting us to recognize and understand the complexity of human nature and the intricate tapestry of history. The story of Robert Oppenheimer is a journey through light and shadow, triumph and tragedy, reflecting the depth and complexity of human nature. A man known both as a brilliant scientist and as an architect of destruction has left us with a legacy defined by secrets, obsessions, and political entanglements. While Oppenheimer's contribution to the development of the atomic bomb is undoubtedly a milestone in scientific history, his doppelganger, fascination with Shiva, the curse of Los Alamos, and his confrontation with political persecution cast a disconcerting light on the depths of human motivations and fears. These facets of his personality serve as a reminder that even the greatest minds in history are not exempt from controversy, and that their successes often come with shadows. The story of Robert Oppenheimer should prompt us to contemplate the ethical and moral implications of scientific discoveries and to reflect on the impact of our actions on the world around us. In a time when technology and science raise increasingly complex questions, it is important to recall lessons from the past and maintain a balanced perspective on the potentials and perils of our progress. Oppenheimer's life serves as a vivid example of the duality of human potential, the capacity to bring forth both great creations and deep destruction. May this journey into history inspire us to question, to recognize connections, and to understand the deeper meanings behind the visible facts. In this world of light and shadow, the story of Robert Oppenheimer reminds us that true insight is attained not only through knowledge, but also through a deeper exploration of human motivations. May Oppenheimer's legacy inspire us to continually seek comprehensive understanding and acknowledge the darker aspects of our actions in order to forge a better future for us all.